Will Sebastian Vettel really make the move to Aston Martin? And how likely is Sergio Perez to be cast aside from the F1 team he helped save? We've decided to take a look at the fascinating and fast developing story. A day can be a long time in motorsport. No sooner had Sergio Perez completed 3 of his most competitive race weekends in what is now almost a full decade competing in Formula 1. There is growing talk he might be about to lose his drive. Such is the pace of the F1 rumour mill. By Monday after the Styrian GP, the media was filled with speculation that his seat with Racing Point is being threatened by Sebastian Vettel, or more accurately, the temptation for Racing Point to lure a 4-time world champion. According to a report in the German publication Bild, Vettel has been offered a deal by Racing Point and is deep in discussions. Curiously, Racing Point already has both Perez and Lance Stroll, whose father Lawrence owns the team, under contract on what it describes as long-term deals. But if Racing Point does go ahead and drop Perez, 0 race wins, in favour of Vettel, 53 race wins from 243 starts and 4 world championships, will it really be making the right decision? The case for Sebastian Vettel. It's not hard to make a case for signing Sebastian Vettel on the statistics alone. He is 3rd on the all-times winners list, has 4 F1 world titles to his name, and is regarded as one of the finest technical racers the sport has seen, as demonstrated during Red Bull's dominant era. That said, there is a reason why Vettel is not only out of a drive right now, but is seeing the options befitting of those statistics taken away from him. A less than convincing Ferrari stint has somewhat tarnished Vettel's reputation, but he remains a great racing driver. Vettel has had a long time to think about his options after Ferrari dropped its bombshell back in May that the 2 parties would be parting ways, and he has been taking time over a decision. While a move to Mercedes would surely have been his number 1 option, that looks impossible with Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton set to be retained by the German manufacturer. Seats at McLaren and Renault have also gone, while a move back to Red Bull is also highly unlikely, barring an unforeseen and last-minute change of heart. The next best bet for Vettel, if he is to indeed remain in F1, now falls with Racing Point, which is set to transition into the Aston Martin Works team for 2021. Driving for such a big brand would certainly have its merits, and with a new factory on the horizon and big aims for fighting for victories in the coming years, the project's ambitions are on the right track. Surrounded by a great team, Vettel would likely relish the underdog status and a chance to rebuild his own status. Naturally, the capture of Vettel's signature would mark a huge coup for Aston Martin, outlining its intent by landing the best available driver on the market to spearhead the Silverstone-based outfit into a new era. Vettel remains motivated and appears to be keen on becoming a part of Aston Martin's vision. It's not hard to see why, given that Racing Point already boasts an incredibly competitive car that will transition into 2021, with development frozen until 2022, when it is hoped that a major overhaul to F1's regulations will level out the playing field. From both sides, it appears to be a no-brainer. The case for Sergio Perez. In order for Vettel to get the drive, it would require either Perez or Stroll to lose their seats. Given Stroll's position within the family business, it seems unlikely at first glance at least, that it would be the Canadian who makes way. Racing Point has a history of shifting a highly talented driver in order to accommodate Stroll, as seen with Esteban Ocon being forced onto the sidelines for 2019. If the reports are to be believed, then history is about to repeat itself. But Perez deserves better. He has been a loyal and integral figure for Racing Point and its former Force India guys since moving to the team from McLaren at the end of 2013. Perez has also been one of the most consistent drivers of the V6 hybrid era, with a number of quality performances over the years, including single-handedly picking up more podium appearances than any other midfield runner in the last 6 seasons. While it is understood that Perez does have an exit clause in his 2021 Racing Point contract, it would prove expensive for the team to get rid, not to mention to then get a hold of Vettel, who will command a far bigger salary. He also brings a lot of financial backing to the team from his Mexican sponsors. Racing Point owes Perez a great deal for the pivotal role he played in saving hundreds of jobs by triggering the administration process which ultimately led to Stroll's takeover back in the turbulent summer of 2018. Perez and his backers would seemingly only be willing to leave for a better opportunity in F1, and those appear few and far between, with all realistic places for landing a competitive drive already filled. However, ESPN Mexico claims that Perez's agent has been in contact with both Haas and Alfa Romeo for weeks. The reality is that the team has a rare chance to land a major statement of intent by getting a multiple world champion on its side with seemingly no rivals trying to outbid it. That is surely too big an opportunity to let it slip away. All the signs are pointing towards Vettel being theirs for the taking. Who do you think will be at the Aston Martin team next year? More so, who would you like to see at the team? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Crash F1.